Back now, as we mentioned, with a warning for parents about a dangerous, even deadly eating disorder usually associated with teenage girls. But as you're about to see, anorexia does not discriminate. Our report tonight from our chief medical editor, Dr. Nancy Snyderman.
Thomas Lee Warchevsky, TJ to family and friends, a straight-A student and exceptional athlete, and a boy secretly obsessed with diet and exercise in hopes of achieving the perfect body.
He wanted a six-pack. He wanted rock-hard abs. He wanted muscles. That's how it all started.
It was anorexia nervosa, a life-threatening eating disorder. For 8 years, TJ starved himself and exercised compulsively. Eventually, he stopped eating for up to 23 hours a day while exercising close to 5.
He would ask us, beg us, please don't tell anybody. It's so embarrassing. Everybody thinks this is a girl's disease.
TJ died in the middle of his nightly routine, doing 1,000 sit-ups. Weighing just 78 pounds, his heart gave out.
The look in his eyes, the last pictures he took of himself on his camera, it wasn't TJ. It was not my son.
TJ is the new face of anorexia, now an equal opportunity disease. At least 1 million males in this country suffer from eating disorders, dying to be thin. Experts say it takes a certain kind of personality to go to this extreme.
It's very unusual for someone to come into my office for an assessment of anorexia if they do not have straight A's, and this is true for boys and this is true for girls. And in sports, these are great athletes usually who drive themselves to the next level.
Doctors like psychiatrist James Locke believe that kids strive for the same airbrushed perfection they see in the mass media. And while girls obsess about calories and weight, boys concentrate on muscle mass and fat index.
They come later to treatment. They have therefore had longer time to lose weight, so they're physically sicker.
Avi Sinai was 10 when his family first noticed he was losing weight. His family knew he was in trouble when, in a matter of weeks, Avi went from being a picky eater to having a psychosomatic illness. He couldn't swallow solid food.
I felt I was up against death and watching my child potentially die on me. So I was fighting to save him.
Even after 2 lengthy stays at a treatment center, Avi, now 14, admits he still struggles with a distorted body image.
I definitely sometimes, when I'm looking at myself, I say, oh, I'm so fat.
But for now, food is not his enemy.
After not eating for a few years, everything seems like so good. Like, I love burritos, ice cream, cubane, which is like a Yemenite food, and pizza, and all sorts of stuff.
If you suspect your child, particularly your young man in your house, might be anorexic, look for changes. Looking for changes like isolation. Does your child hiding food, eating alone, getting excessively picky about food, and then watch for how he or she dresses. Boys will many times layer their clothes and wear hoodies. It really requires a lot of suspicion because as a parent, you can't do this yourself. Brian, this is one time where you have to turn to a pediatrician who will get you to an eating specialist. And then, frankly, you have to fight with insurance companies to make sure they help you along the way and help with reimbursement.
Such a virulent illness. I'm so happy we're doing this story. Thank you for doing it.
Brian.
And we've posted more information on all of this on our website tonight, NBCNightlyNews.com.